Okay, so oddly enough, I'm back. I don't know what caused that. I got kicked off. It looked like I lost some kind of connection, but I'm back, and hopefully everybody else comes back. We were having a couple of fun conversations about like what's been going on, what we would like to see, excuse me, in the Assassin's Creed series, and things that have been happening going forward. One of the good points that I saw was something about being Nicholas and throwing Alexios or Cassandra off the cliff. That would have been awesome. That would have been an awesome way to like actually start it. One of the weird things about Assassin's Creed and the Odyssey itself is like a lot of the way they decided to do certain things. Having like a single player or something like that, having the single player would have been like fine, but having where you select between two different people, that's kind of odd. That was kind of weird. And I would have liked to see, like maybe something a little different. I would have liked to see I don't know, something happen. No idea why I got kicked off before either. That kind of sucked. It didn't kind of suck, it definitely sucked. I don't know why that happened. But I'm back, and I'm doing my thing. And we're carrying on where we left off, going and attacking these ships. I only have 3 more Spartan ships to attack, and I'll get 40 of the ore. Won't get any more, which kind of sucks, because I'm only tier 8. Man. I need to kill a couple of more mercenaries so that I could go further. Oof. It's a long way to go. Very long way to go. Watch out with your platypus-looking boat. I only need 3 of these guys. Look at this. I got like a whole smorgasbord of them. They're all going to attack. I don't know, Bradley. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just got like cut off. And I don't even know what happened. It was YouTube. It was YouTube! They got mad. They got upset. They didn't want the YouTube assassin showing you guys stuff and glitches and tricks. Might not have even been YouTube. YouTube. It might have been Ubisoft. Trying to cut any information or ideas that I might be giving people. Which a lot of people who have been with the channel for like a while, they believe that Ubisoft watches my videos, because a lot of stuff that has happened in Odyssey, oddly, is very similar to things that I've said or videos that I've done or theories that I've come up with as far as like the game went. So much so that even like lawyers actually want me to like actually sue. And I was like, nah, I don't do that. But if Ubisoft wants to send me a check, I'll take it. I got all kinds of ideas. I'll give them a bunch of other ones. There we go. So I took out all the things, got that no more red. In all honesty, if I would have followed my own advice like I should have technically gone and grabbed other bounties and stuff where we had to kill Spartan ships. What's happening, Alexander? How you doing? Yeah, I'm starting fresh on this file. I actually have several accounts, honestly. And this is just off of one of my other accounts where I wanted to start fresh. I'm actually doing this for information purposes. And I need to, you know, like gather some data, so that's why I'm starting fresh. Aside from that, you guys have a lot of fun with the videos where you see me get frustrated when I go and I'll go to the Ecos of the Olympians and I'll spend like 1,000 pieces of the ore and only come out with like 2 freaking, what do you call it, two legendary items. So I'm going to see how many legendary items I can get on this one. Don't have any of them except for the ones that drop off of mercenaries and stuff like that, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know, like I like that kind of experimentation. I actually enjoy it. And then on top of that, I also enjoy, you know, like having fun with you guys. I enjoy, you know, like seeing what I could do and what's possible and whatnot, so that we can make things like a little more interesting. Thank you, Alexander. Yep, and we're back, band. How do you like Red Dead? Horizon, I've been, you know, like playing that. I really have to start uploading those videos again. Outer Worlds, I got a bunch of videos of those. I don't want to like saturate, so like I'm doing it daily. Same thing with Death Stranding. Death Stranding was weird as hell, but I actually enjoyed Death Stranding. Now, Red Dead, I kind of got bored. I should get back into it, but I'm not gonna lie, I really did get bored. There was also one other one that like I was playing and I kind of got bored. Can't remember. Anyway, wait, what is that? Oh my god. I just realized I'm looking at like my shelf of games, like it's just all over the place, and I just noticed I have Mass Effect Andromeda, and I forgot that I had that. Huh. Hey, Germano, I don't know what happened. All of a sudden, I just got kicked off. Like, I just got booted, which was like really weird. I was joking around before that it was either YouTube or Ubisoft. Ubisoft didn't want me giving you guys secrets. That's what it was. And this is kind of like crazy that like I'm so limited. I miss being OP. It's just so weird, like not having all my stuff and my abilities and everything like that. It's like strange. But it's cool at the same time, you know, because you obviously, you know, like it's something totally different. Wait, what is this? How do I don't even remember how to get the sword. We crashed, but we're back. I don't know how we crashed. I don't know what happened. Ubisoft was not having any of my stuff. They put the hit out. They told, you know, YouTube, destroy him, my robot. And that's what happened. But now I'm back. And we're continuing. And we're going to do some crazy stuff, I hope. How funny would it be, like, as I'm doing this, all of a sudden I just find an XP glitch, like, out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere, all of a sudden, I discover an XP glitch live. Oh my god, I could actually do stories? I could do story logs? No way. Uh-oh. And on Clutch, somebody posted a new video. Yeah, I was really into Horizon, like, believe it or not. Excuse me. Yeah, no weapon builds are pretty fun. Somebody else challenged me to do a no what do you call it? No crit build, no arrow build, or solely arrows, no weapons. You can only fight with arrows, which that was kind of tough because as you're doing that, you really got to keep in mind that you got to keep, like replenishing your arrows, which is kind of crazy, but fun at the same time. A lot of fun. I like those kind of like little challenges and everything. Which game, Alexander? Red Dead? Red Dead 2, like I've had since it came out. You don't know how many times I started it. And like restarted it so I could see, like if I could get back into it and whatnot. It just, you know what I think it is with Red Dead? I think that the pacing in the first chapter really, it does a number on it. It really does. Secondly, I was expecting, I knew it was going to be a prequel to the original Red Dead. And honestly, when a friend of mine, he got me into the original Red Dead. I had no interest in playing it. He was like, "You're crazy. You need to play this. Get into it and everything." And I just couldn't. I don't know what happened. Like I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The second one, the first one, I could. Second one, I just I don't know. Yeah, I've gotten to chapter 2 in Red Dead, but I don't know. Like it just, I'm like, ugh. This Lynx is gonna help me as you guys get beat up and eaten up. Yeah, Horizon I've had since like the beginning, way back when. And a bunch of my friends were actually asking like how it was and whatnot, and I loved it. Then they got into it, they started playing it, it was like crazy. No, there's gonna be like more build videos, and honestly that's actually why I have this fresh start here, because I'm looking into certain things. More build videos are coming. I'm gonna be doing like a lot of other videos with like a lot of other gear and stuff like that, and revisiting some gear as well. So there will be more build videos. Believe it or not, I always went with Assassin. Always. But my favorite build right now is that build, that Helios build that I have, that you see me do in like every video, where I'm just wearing the Helios armor. Like that armor, for some reason, like I'm so OP, I'm so unstoppable, not just because of the points, but because of all the things that like I put onto that armor. Like I have never even come close to death with that armor on. Do you really? I feel bad doing that, freeing them and killing them. Bear Grotto. So at the end of the year, I may do a kind of like rewind of like the channel and like some of the funniest moments that we've had. Oh yeah, that build is on my channel. I've got what do you call it? I actually have to adjust the builds so that way you could see all the builds on like the playlist. But that build is definitely on my channel. It's one of my favorites. Well, you know, if you hate the immortal armor, all you got to do is just, you know, like change the cosmetics of it, you know, so that the mask looks different or whatever. Oh my God, look at this! It's the Wee Bear Bears. It's Ice Bear, it's the panda, and then it's the brown bear. They're all there. Look at this, madness, absolute madness. I actually love builds, and I hope that Ragnarok we still have more builds. That would be cool. If they have the same options in Ragnarok, I'm definitely gonna be doing build videos for that. How is it free with you? And yeah, Zaim, I actually played through a bunch of them. I gotta finish the first one. I actually did like an entire series where I was going through them all. Until Odyssey came out. And then I got so wrapped up in Odyssey. Yeah, then I got wrapped up in Odyssey, and that was it. It was just crazy from there. Early levels, the other funny thing that like people notice is that like I don't upgrade my gear. I usually wait until like, you know, I find better gear and then I'll change the gear. I won't just like continuously upgrade it, because to me that's just a waste. And you're gonna find like tons of stuff anyway, so at least that's how I do it, especially at these early levels. Oh yeah, the Wolf's helmet is actually pretty cool. Like, there's so many things that they should have made legendary. And in order to like prolong the life of this game, they should have done like a bunch of other things too. They should have made what do you call it? They should have made like extra DLCs or expansion packs or anything like that. Wolf and a bear fighting, they could fight. Oh yeah, you just use it as a skin? That's not bad. That would actually be pretty sick. Do you know that like Stentor could become a mercenary? Yeah, I could see where that would be free. You get like the free trial every 2 weeks, basically. My thing though is that like I love trophies, so like I'm always chasing after them. Yeah, that would have been cool to play as him, honestly. You could have him on your ship. You could, towards the end, if like you do the whole happy family thing, you could get him as like a lieutenant. But the thing is that the wild thing is that like if you take certain actions, you could actually face him as a mercenary. Like he could be a mercenary, he becomes a mercenary because you dishonored him. No, what happens is that, like, see this right here, this is a separate save file. This, or an account, honestly. It's not even my normal account. This is something entirely different. And what happens is that, like, I get none of the oikos items, or the ecos items. But, if I started a brand new file on my original account, and I started, you know, like, playing or whatever, all you would have to do is go to the store. And in fact, hold on, I'll show you guys here right now. You go here. You go over to the store. And you see the owned tab that's over here? You come over to the owned tab. You come over to like, you know, like this is something I own. I mean, everybody owns it as long as you had an account. But if I go right now, if I made like another account, and let's say I had a bunch of items here that that I had gotten from the Ecos or the Olympians or whatever, I would just go up to it. Instead of where you see it say owned, it'll say, you know, like purchase or whatever, and then you just hit the X button and it would drop into that character's account. So you would have it so long as you already have it, if that makes any sense. Yeah, this is the free horse right here. And yeah, I do play what do you call it, GTA Online, just not as much as I would like to. And no, there's still no XP glitch right now. You know, we're still looking into it. A lot of you guys actually are pretty good about sending in, you know, like things that like you have found as far as glitches go. And, you know, like I've got my team constantly like looking at it to see if, you know, it's viable stuff. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes I think like some people just want attention. And sometimes, you know, like it only works like a short amount of time, but not enough. So when I find something that's like really viable, then like I'll post a video of that. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to the Witcher TV show. That's gonna be freaking amazing. I've seen like a lot of behind the scenes stuff on it, and it just looks incredible. No, I've never tried that, Jacob. As soon as I figure that out, I'll post it. I should try it. Many times as I do all these crazy things all the time. Yeah, I'm definitely, Alexander, I'm definitely a hardcore fan of these games. Honestly, when I first bought a PS3, I bought BioShock and I bought the original Assassin's Creed. And I don't know why, like I was a little more into BioShock, but then once I really sat down and played Assassin's Creed, I was like blown away. I was hooked. And then when the second one came out, I was a little upset that they changed the character, that we went to Ezio, but I fell in love with Ezio. He was hilarious. Yeah, I'll definitely do a Witcher thing. Like, there are so many games. What you guys got to understand is, like, I'm trying, you know, like, not to bore you guys. I'm adding, like, so many different gameplays to the channel so that you guys could see it, so that we play it. I mean, you know, Assassin's Creed is always going to be, like, my game, but, you know, like, I'm playing everything else at once. So, yeah, I will do, like, Witcher and all the expansions. Yeah, Badger, I feel the same way. That's why, like, I was kind of blown away when Max Montero, I don't know if he's going to show up in this stream, but he actually slid across my desk information that, you know, it might be coming in 2020 according to, like, a leak on Reddit. Yeah, Black Flag was great. It really was, not going to lie. One of my favorites. They do have to keep making them fresh. They just, I don't know. Sometimes they just don't have the right ideas sometimes, I think. And Tony, like, you know, like you were saying, like, definitely, I think that, well, in the next one, we've got information that it will not involve any gender or anything like that. You will be just a man. There won't be where you can select your gender. And if you did select gender, I think that it would make more sense if you had the option, like, you know, you guys have heard me say it a million times. I'll say it a million more times. If this game had it to where you play as Cassandra or Alexios, and they're the main character, and then they switch up to where you have another sort of entirely different adventure, and you're playing as the other character, and how they became Daimos, that would make a lot of sense. Yeah, the rope dart mechanic was awesome. And yeah, the next Assassin's Creed is definitely going to have ships. You're going to be all around the UK. Ireland is supposedly going to be one of the places you visit. And you're going to be all around, like, everything to do with, like, Norse and Celtic mythology. You know what? Death Stranding is a great game. If you're gonna buy a PS4, I highly recommend Death Stranding. Days Gone, that's another good one. Horizon Zero Dawn. The only thing that like really sucks is that like Xbox really doesn't have that massive exclusive list that PlayStation has, and you know, like I really wish these games actually came out on all systems so everybody could like enjoy them, you know? Those games are like incredible. You know what? I do believe they'll remake AC1, and I do think that like it'll be part of like a season pass pack when we get Ragnarok. Just like 3 was, you know, part of the thing for like Odyssey, you know? I think that's what they're doing. Yeah, Tony, I totally agree. Like, it really got confusing. If, like, both are supposed to be... If only one is canon, why did you make 2? Like, it just... Plus, you know, like, the technology is stupid. Like, the Animus can't distinguish between male and female DNA. That's stupid. Then, you know, like, even if it got confused, all you would have to do is go in the machine... see if the character was the Eagle Bearer. If that character wasn't, just go to the other DNA. You know? Pacifist AC Odyssey? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's so many things you have to take out, kill, objectives. You could choose a path where you try to kill minimally, or you try to stealth through everything. But there's still going to be things that you have to kill. I don't know. How are you guys feeling about the whole... I don't know if you guys even play it. Final Fantasy remake. The Final Fantasy VII. They're supposed to be doing like some crazy stuff where like it's gonna be freaking crazier than the original one was, and some people are nervous that it's just not gonna be updated textures, that it's gonna be like a whole updated story and everything like that. Yeah, really bad day was definitely my favorite. And yeah, AC3 remake, it wasn't a remake, it was just a remaster. So like there's a difference when people want a remaster, it means that they just want, or no, yeah, if they want a remaster, it means that you're just updating the graphics. If you want a remake, it means that you just entirely remake the entire game. What's up, Vexify? How you doing? Yeah, I still play Borderlands 3, and I did check out the new content. It actually is pretty cool. So many things I gotta do. I gotta upload a video on that too. Elder Scrolls 6. That's gonna be amazing. You wanna know something crazy? I have the VR, and I have Skyrim for the VR. Specifically, I made sure I got it, and it is so wild. So wild. Oh, I definitely will. Oh yeah, I saw that last thing that you had posted, and you know what? I would have loved to see Aya killing Cleo. But that's why, like, I thought Legion, when Legion would come out, I thought Legion was going to be about that. What's happening, Justin? Yeah, I can't wait for the new one either. I really can't. It's so funny, like, starting over with, like, a new file. Like, I'm not OP. I don't have all my gear. I don't have all my ability points, my gabillion ability points. And I'm using, like, hit-and-run tactics, which is kind of crazy. I thought that they were talking about making a remake for Oblivion, weren't they? Yeah, well, they really retconned, like, a lot of stuff there. I actually have a video where, like, I was blown away that there was, like, 4 assassins that we had not seen that predated Origins, and then we're like, wait a minute, Origins is the start? Trust me, I had my qualms with Origins.
You can't defeat me.
It is the Viking timeline, Justin. You're playing a Danish Viking. And the build that I'm using is not really a build. I'm just, you know, like, using random gear and stuff. I'm low level. I don't have, like, you know, like, all the stuff that I normally have. The level cap in this game or in the Viking game? I'm pretty sure it's going to be 99 in the Viking game. For as far as, like, leather, yeah, hunting animals, going to, like, all their, like, little areas, that's gonna be, like, easy. Another thing you could do, you could just, like, go and cleave ships. Oh, playstyle, yeah, I always do assassin in the beginning until I get, like, better gear, and then I get I do other things. The way the new Assassins is gonna be, it's gonna be first of all, it's gonna be in the you know, early thousands. It's gonna deal with, like, the rise of Christianity. So I'm hoping that this is where we see the Templars come to light, where we get to see how they were created, because I know everybody wanted to see that. Oh, it should be. It should be. You should be able to recruit 2 mercenaries with the same name. Engravings, definitely they gotta do engravings. They definitely gotta, like, hook that up. Yeah, Vikings, you know, like, I'm really not familiar with their history and everything either, but, you know, like I said, it's gonna be, like, heavy duty dealing with, like, just like with all the Assassin's Creed games, like, they give you the history of, like, the lore of the area that they're going to go to. So it's going to be Ragnarok, all right? It's going to be dealing with, like, Scandinavian and British shores, all right? You're going to be seeing a lot of like, Celtic and Viking things going on. Ireland might make an appearance in the game. Rise of Christianity and the impact it had on Norse religions. All right, you play as a Danish Viking male only, and, like, the Saxons are the main political, like, faction that you deal with. The Atlantis DLC is actually better than the Hidden Blade. I'm pretty sure it will be an RPG just like Odyssey, honestly. Yeah, that's why, like, I think that we're gonna see a lot of pretty wild things going on as far as you know, like, I really, and I hope that that's what they do. I hope they show us the rise of the Templars, how they came to be. You know what? I've always said that it would be cool if we got a game where like maybe we played as a Templar, or maybe you know, like we see the other side of the coin. They really should get on stuff like that. Like they should make a game where like we play as the assassin, and then we also have like the Templar side of what's going on. You know? Yeah, but Rogue really, you know, like it wasn't like the full Templar story. It would be cool if like we actually had it where we could go into like, you know, like actually dealing with the Templars themselves and all that stuff. It's just, I don't know. Would have been cool.
Use your head.
I would love to have seen like two sides of a story.
Like you. I thought you might get along.
Maybe I'm just a goofball.
You know my...
All things in Delphi are more than they appear.
Yeah, that's why like I even thought that, you know, like Assassin's Creed Odyssey was a missed opportunity. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, we should have seen, if Cassandra's the canonical character and she's the Eagle Bearer, we should be able to see Alexios' side of the story and how he became Demos. Yup, the Hidden Blade should be back because at that period of time that, you know, we found the Hidden Blade, so it should be back.
A very powerful man. We intend to finally end.
Yeah, switching between the characters would have been cool too.
To ask the Oracle a personal question. War is personal. One of us.
See that? See, if in Ragnarok, Norse dragons, if we get heavy-duty Norse mythological characters, like they're talking about Odin and stuff like that, if we get to fight them and we find out, not like in Odyssey, you know what, when we went to the Atlantis areas and we were dealing with, when we were dealing with the quote-unquote gods, it really was not as cool as I would have liked it to be. I would have liked to see something even better, you know? Honestly, hold on. Oh, Columbus times? That would be a cool Odyssey, or a cool Assassin's Creed. And Tony, honestly, I kind of have an idea that Odyssey is not part of the canon. I'm gonna upload a video on that because I have a feeling, because it really was out of place and made no sense. I really do have a feeling that it is not part of the Assassin's Creed series. And it should have been its own IP. But I have like a really good idea as to why we played through Odyssey. And when I give you guys this video, it's going to blow your minds. It really is. Honestly, Tony, I don't think it is canon. And I have 3 different theories as to why. And the last theory, when I put that out, that's going to be my favorite one.
Got to be careful not to get spotted.
Well, Origins was canon, in my opinion, to a point. There is a point where Origins makes no sense. And I know why. Again, I know why. And it's going to be part of my, like, 3 theories that I have on it. Man, I got to get on that. I got to post that video. That video is going to be crazy. When you see that stuff, I know a bunch of you are going to comment. A bunch of you are going to be like, wait! You blew my mind! Well, you know what? Yes and no. AC3, really, that was kind of like crappy what happened with Desmond. But they weren't going to end the series that way because they definitely knew that they had like a gold mine here. But I think that when they went in the new direction, they went with the new director. That person really didn't know what to do with Desmond, so they were just like, yeah, you know what, kill him off. Desmond was actually like one of my favorite characters. I couldn't believe that Lucy had died. No, Guardian. They didn't just drop Juno. You know what they did? They killed Juno in a comic. Can you believe that? The AC comic series, they dealt with Juno. Meanwhile, they were promising us for like ever that we were gonna like get closure with Juno, and we never got it. And the thing is that the way she got relegated to the comics was so whack. Let me tell you, the whole thing they did with the freaking comics was whack. They end up making the comic series, and in the comic series they end up saying that she got hurt or something. She needed the shroud, which we see in a bunch of the AC games. In order to come back to life or regain her body, she needed the shroud. The only person who could get the shroud was an oracle. And then they come up with this whole convoluted theory that Desmond had a kid that he didn't even know about. He got some girl pregnant. She had a kid. The kid's name is Joshua, and Joshua is an oracle. So Joshua was supposed to go and get this shroud for her. He does, but instead of using it to like bring her back, he just lets her die, and I forget what happens to the shroud. It's crap. Yeah, see, that's what gets me mad about anybody who like really is claiming to play Assassin's Creed for historical accuracy. You're never going to get a historical accuracy because that would make a boring game. That would be a history game. And while we do have like a bunch of fun imagining what would happen, this is basically like a what if scenario with Assassin's Creed. What if this happened? That's what we're getting. And they basically program it so that, like it kind of makes sense. You could kind of believe the history, but obviously it's not historically accurate. Yeah, I don't know why they did that either. And yeah, I like Layla too. I think Layla is pretty solid. I think that if Desmond survived and they introduced Layla, I think that they would have some kind of relationship, honestly. With Desmond being a dork and like, her being like this hardhead, and they would just balance each other out. No, some things are historically accurate. That's why they kind of came out with the Discovery Tours. Like, as you're playing the Discovery Tours, they actually give you the actual history. Yeah, I know Lucy was an Abstergo agent, but like, I couldn't believe that that's what they did with her. And I think the whole reason they even did that was because, Kristen Bell really couldn't keep playing the character, And she would probably be getting pricey because, she was up and coming. Or not up and coming, but, the girl's worth bucks, bro. Bucks. I really do enjoy this series. I actually have, I have so much freaking work to do. That's what kills me. I actually have a bunch of videos that I gotta like really edit. I wanted to do like an Assassin's Creedology where like we actually talk about all the things Assassin's Creed and like little details and hints and like what you see and like things like that. I gotta get back to work on that. I honestly would like to see Sean Hastings, Rebecca. I thought they were great. I don't know why we saw like this new team. I thought that Layla, when William Miles brought Layla in, I thought he would hook her up with Hastings and Rebecca. The tombs in Odyssey were short. I think the tombs in Origins were way better. They were huge. They were well laid out. They were massive. And in some cases, they were the actual layout of the actual tombs. Yeah, the Isu messages make... See, I want an Isu game. I really want an Isu game. I want a game where, like, we actually play as an Isu. This whole thing with the Atlantis thing, the Atlantis DLC was good, but it wasn't what I thought it would be. I thought that it would actually explain a lot more about the Isu, and it really didn't. It just showed like these gods, they were petty, even though the gods were actually Isu. It just wasn't enough for me. It really wasn't. See, that would be cool. If we went all the way to the beginning with the original Assassin's Creed, or Assassin's Creed 2, where they showed Adam and Eve escaping Eden, now that would be an Assassin's Creed game. Imagine that game. Yeah, it's set before the solar flare hit, but still, I would have liked to see more as far as like the Isu went. When we were running around, we were actually thinking like we're in these gods' realms, and they kind of like missed the mark with the Isu thing until you actually got to Atlantis itself.
Better stay hidden.
There are a lot of characters I would have loved to see in the DLC. I said better stay hidden? I don't hide. I don't hide. Yes, I do. Oh, oh, poked in the back. Terrible way to die. Well, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't have magic powers per se, because the Isu really didn't have magic powers. Like, if you saw, they were just technologically advanced. So if we had a game that showed, you know, like how they were technologically advanced and things along that nature, that might have made for an interesting game. Imagine being a punished Isu where you had been stripped of your tech. Yeah, Midwest, it's coming back. It has to. In Ragnarok, it has to. Because it's in the time period where we have the Hidden Blade. If we don't have the Hidden Blade in Ragnarok, I'm going to be super angry. Super angry. Yeah, it does seem like that, honestly. There was a lot of, like, science fiction in that thing. Yeah, I was kind of upset with the whole thing. I thought that, initially when we found, Darius, I thought that we were going to get the Hidden Blade. But then, like, I kind of figured, and I knew it, I said there's no way they're going to do that, because when you do a New Game Plus, you would have, like, the Hidden Blade, and then, like, the story would just not make sense. So I kind of figured they weren't going to do that. It would have been cool if they did it, though. They really needed to do it. Well, yeah, we can stay in like historical time periods and stuff like that. I mean, that'll be fun and whatnot. But you know, the thing is that you got to keep it fresh. You know. Yeah, that's true. It doesn't need to make sense in New Game Plus. I don't know. We'll see what they end up doing. Oh, that would be so cool if we could get Thor's hammer. That would be so sick. It does reset every single quest, but it keeps like all your gear, things that you found. You know, like if your ship is upgraded, it keeps all the upgrades. If your level is upgraded, it keeps those upgrades. Look, I'm hiding in a bush. Literally. In one bush.
What do you think?
That's true, he does know how to make an AC game. Oh god. Come chase me, guys. Did you just try to poke me with a freaking fire arrow, bro? That would actually be cool. Or like really upgrade your weaponry like truly. That would be sick. Craft your own weapons and stuff. That would be freaking outstanding. See, that I don't know. I didn't see any gameplay where there were shields, but that would have made sense. This game would have made more sense if we would have got shields. A blacksmith called Ha CUP. I know, that's so whack that like they didn't have shields in Odyssey. It would have made perfect sense though. Especially if you're not giving us a freaking hidden blade. It would have been real cool if they would have done that. You know what would have made it cooler though? Like honestly, if we would have been able to like face like, you know, all kind of like other Greek things. Like if we would have been able to like actually battle the Kraken in the sea or something like that. I think that would have been immense. Immense. Greece or Egypt? That's pretty tough. Honestly, Egypt has way more conspiracy theories, and I'm like very into like the whole conspiracy theory thing. So that's why I really loved the idea of Egypt. Greece is just massive though. And if you guys ever see in one of my streams Big Left, he actually is from Greece. And believe it or not, like a lot of the things that you see in this game, he's actually sent me pictures of it. He's actually translated some of the things that they're singing about on the ships and whatnot. So he's given me like a lot of information about it. I thought it was awesome. I think they are keeping the choices, Midwest. You are going to be able to like do your own choice. I know in the beginning when I first saw this whole Odyssey thing, I was like, dude, this is not going to make sense. But it kind of does. It does make sense. So the choices thing is in. The only thing that's not in is your ability to choose the gender. You're going to be a male Danish Viking. They're not going to put it like a female in there at all. So, you know, that's going to be one of the changes there. Honestly, it would have been awesome if they had some sort of translation like that. That would have been cool. Yeah, I would like if they gave us like a little more detail as things like that, you know? That would have been fun. I gotta go sell off all those bows. I would like to see the choices like return, because they actually were pretty good. Well, yeah, see, that was my initial issue was, you know, like it being canon or not. But the thing is that, like, if you really think about it, Assassin's Creed has been doing that since the beginning, since Altair. When you were playing as Altair, you had choices. You could go and murder somebody in one area, or you could go to another area. You know, they gave you the choice. They didn't, like, really leave it open world that way. So, you know, they did, you know, since the beginning, we did have the ability to choose. It just wasn't as prominent as it is in Odyssey. And in Odyssey, they went all in with it, you know? Yeah, if it changes the story drastically, I could see that, you know, like, kind of hurting the whole process and point. But to its credit, I really think that Odyssey did hit the nail on the head, honestly. It really was a pretty outstanding game. Initially I was worried. Initially I was skeptical. But, like, after seeing it in action, like, to me, it made a little sense. And it could be easily overlooked, you know? What can't be overlooked is if you're doing something like, you know, I mean, the science of it all, like the DNA thing. To me, that can't be overlooked. Oh my god, I'm looking at some comments on some of my other videos while, like, I'm doing this, and somebody actually came out with something incredible. A player, Mitch. I love Norse. Every YouTuber on every game plays as a female. Even my friends play as females. And you know what their excuse is? Female characters have a smaller hitbox. Now that is just a load of BS. So, first of all, I'm going to say that, you know, the reason I play as Cassandra is just to my credit, I like to play as the canonical character. So that's why I play as the female character. Now, as far as the smaller hitbox, I honestly could see that. That's not something that should be taken lightly. I didn't even think of that. Did that deer just fly over my head? That was wild. That's what you get for jumping over my head. You die. Smaller hitbox, I could totally see that. I could totally see the female having a smaller hitbox. Think about it. If they're designed as close to, you know, realistically as possible, women are smaller than men. Even if they're muscular, they're still smaller than men. So why wouldn't they have a smaller hitbox? That's actually a pretty tactical reason. That's actually pretty cool. I didn't even think of that. I mean, depending on the programming of the game, if they program the game where it really doesn't matter, you know, like you can still be hit regardless. I mean, like in this case, look at these weapons. These weapons are, you know, swinging wide, so it doesn't matter if I have a small hitbox or not, I'm still getting hit. But I could totally see that as a viable option. I just don't know if it's possible in the game. I'd have to check that out. I'd have to really do the math on that. That actually is a pretty nice point. I think I'm going to explore that. Just need one more treasure. Oh my god, yeah. You know what, Midwest? I'm going to agree with you there. The grind, they need to get rid of the grind. I understand they wanted to keep us in the game, but that is crazy. Yeah, that's true, Guardian. The dialogue, if the dialogue is written for both, it really could get cringy real fast. I could see that. I could totally see that. I could absolutely see that. Well, I mean, I don't know. Like, if I'm using myself and Lady Strider as, you know, like as models for that experiment, Lady Strider is 5'2", I'm 5'8", so she would be shorter. So she would obviously have a shorter hitbox. My shoulders are broader, you know, hers aren't. You know, so like obviously you could hit me easier. You know, she's more compact, but I don't know if that's going to apply to the video game. That's why I really want to check that out. Should I do that? Should I sword fight Lady Strider just for the heck of it? Just to prove this theory? And yeah, the Amazon set on Alexios is wrong. I don't know why they did that. The other set on Cassandra looks dumb too. It's kind of goofy looking. Oh, did he? Hold on one second. Let me see what the question was. Guy above ask you a question and you missed it. Maybe help for some. I don't see the question. What was the question? I'm sorry, you guys. I try to answer you guys as quick as possible. It's hard to like play and you know, read the sidebar at the same time. Lagarde Sombra. Okay, hold on one second. Let me see what he had said. How far up is he? I don't see it at all. I don't see his question at all. Hey, Lagarde, if you're still here, ask your question again so I can see it. I don't see it. And I do want to answer all you guys. What? Nobody sees it? I don't know. What was it, AA? Like, give it to me if you've got it. If you see it. And I don't know about fighting Lady Strider with a sword. She's pretty good with it. He left to blow the leaves outside. What? Who did? What are you talking about? Greek reflex bow. I'ma steal your horse. Oh, I was reading something where somebody was trying to compare, they were trying to compare Death Stranding to Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Claiming that Odyssey, you're just walking around back and forth. And I totally did not see the correlation. To me, that made no sense. What do these people got going on? Are they fighting some dogs? A Night Fury in Ragnarok? I hope we see... You know what? I'm going to say right now, I really think that they're going all in. I don't see it. Nobody else sees it. Lagarde Sombra. I don't see anything that he's... What is he writing? If you see it, what is he writing? Because I don't see it. I don't know how you see it. Alright, let me see. Alright, go ahead, try it. That's just kind of weird. If the screenshot doesn't come in, just let us know what he said, because now this is weird. I don't see this guy at all. Oh, in this one I killed him. I killed the living daylights out of him. And I killed Stentor, but I think Stentor lives, because there is a way that you could get Stentor as a mercenary. You actually see him in the mercenary list. Alright, well, if you don't mind, AA, just type out what he... I'll try to get my moderator over here working on the permit. But just post what he said. What did he say? Because I don't see it at all. I don't see nothing. Which is odd. I don't know how I wouldn't see his thing either. It's kind of weird. And I don't know how you could see it, but nobody else sees it. That's even weirder. Are you a Templar, AA? Are you a Templar? Are you a Templar! No, because if I banned him, then why is it that, like, nobody else could see it? If nobody else could see it, you know, like, he can't possibly be banned. Especially if you're the only one that can see it. Yeah, maybe you do see dead people. I don't know. Look at that. Even Arwen went through it and can't see it. Like, we can't see it. What are you not telling us, AA? What is going on? I swear to God, AA, if you're a Templar. You better not be a Templar! I swear to God, boy! Is you is, or is you ain't a Templar. Okay. Do that. Or go to my Twitter, go to my Instagram, go to, if you look on my homepage on my YouTube channel, all you have to do is just go and you'll see links to like a bunch of my stuff. Patreon, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, every which way you could get a hold of me, and you could like just you know, like send that to me personally. Email, Zmail, Ymail, pigeon, courier pigeon, because assassins use courier pigeons. Yeah, I'm doing weeklies on this one. I plan on getting like a metric butt ton of the ore, and then I'm gonna go and like do like with like 5,000 ore, like a whole pull, and see how many legendaries I get on that. Yep, I've unlocked all the achievements on my main file for this. I actually am really redonkulous with like these games. Like I unlock all the achievements, the trophies. I don't know why I like doing that. It's just one of my things. It's one of those things that like make me kind of crazy, I guess. I don't know. I've got it on like every system possible to get it on. Xbox, PC, PlayStation. If it was on Nintendo Switch, I would get it on the Nintendo Switch. Alright, on my last video you put it. Okay, let's see. On the video itself or on the what do you call it? The live stream that I had? I still don't see it. New file playthrough. All right, let me look at that real quick. Okay, I am on my phone, looking at it. Wait, there's part 2. We'll go look at the part 1. Wait. Let's take a look. If you hear me, it's not me. Wait. Hold on, wait a minute. I just messed that up. Okay, that's the live. Here's the original one. And we'll see. You knew what, Tony? What did you know? Tell me. Tell me. Nothing? Okay. Oh, everybody's smiling, so there's gonna be like some kind of surprise here. No, I didn't see the screenshot. On New Game Plus, yeah. I do plan on doing all the DLCs on New Game Plus. I always do that. Just for the heck of it. Oh, you guys are killing me. What are you guys seeing? Yeah, all I see is the comment from Badger. No, I'm not trolling you. I'm dead serious. I don't see it. I'm looking right at my own thing, and I only see one comment. I don't see any screenshots in the comments. Everybody else is smiling, so they obviously see something. Yeah, I honestly don't see it. I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. I see Badger 68's comment. I don't see your screenshot. I don't see a comment from you or anything. Hold on, let me see if it let me see if I had to refresh it. Refresh. No, I still don't see it. This is weird. This is weird. Well, just type out what he said. It's something you can't type out. Okay, here's my email address. Hold on. And anybody could use this. There you go. Oh, wait! Now I see him. I was blowing some leaves outside. What the heck is happening here? What's happening, Lagarde? Hold on, I'm looking at my emails now. You guys are killing me here. Oh, you guys are funny. I love this community. I love you guys. You are all just so funny. This is why I love doing this kind of thing. I think we're all confused. Absolutely, rainbow booty clap. That's what it feels like. Here's the screenshot. He is typing, no one see it. Hold on. Let's take a look. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I got an image. Looking at said image. Yeah, hi, can you see me? Wait, I'm writing, but you see what I'm writing? Okay, so now I see an image where he's writing stuff, but I don't see what he originally wrote. Arwen, what's going on? How are you doing? No, you're not crazy. Okay, so you're not a Templar spy.
I need to be careful around here.
All right, wait. Oh, damn. Wait. Hello. Yes. Call off the hit. No, he is not a Templar spy. Yes. Okay. No, return to base. Return to base. No. Do not take the shot. Return to base. Return to base. We see you, Lagarde. We see you. Nuts. All of you. Don't send pictures of your feet. Too late, he already sent them. Alright, people. I'm gonna end this here. I kind of have to take a call. I'll try to get on again tomorrow, alright? Other than that, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, everybody, be good.